So we've worked with loads of chefs doing various different chef books. And it came about as a complete experiment, if I'm honest, of just promoting and celebrating the independent food and drink scene and trying to get a really good cross-section of businesses, everything from fine dining to street food, producers, markets, and just highlight them all in this book that is primarily a recipe book but also acts as a nice guide to the area. And the whole point of doing the second helpings is to talk about how the food scene has evolved, which obviously in Manchester, I could have done the second book a week after the first one. It's just crazy how much is going on here. But we wanted to give it enough time to really have lots to talk about with the food scene and also revisit some of the people who are in the first book and see how they've grown, but also loads and loads of new people. Like I was just talking to Maurizio here at Salvi's in this lovely wine den, and he was saying how he uses the book himself to discover where to go and eat in the city and uses it as a guide. So it's really nice for that, and also it's a really nice snapshot in time of, you know, this year in this period, this is who was popular, this is what was going on, these were all the great places that we could go out and eat. I think part of it is there's real pride. There's real pride in people from Manchester are fiercely proud of being from Manchester. There is an incredible melting pot of different cultures.
Featuring culinary contributors from the Ancoats to Chorlton and First Street to Stockport, the book revisits some of the places who featured in the first edition and has been expanded to include the most exciting ventures on the scene. One of the restaurants that has come a long way since the first edition is Salvi's.
I think we need, it's so many restaurants in Manchester, so we need a guide. For us, even though I'm a chef, I own a restaurant, okay, it's nice sometimes to go somewhere else and try, but you never remember where to go, when you put on a spot. And so I think with this one we can go through and then one by one we can try them. We trust, this book, so we know all the restaurants, they're gonna be good. I think people, they stuck with the chain, they go with the name they remember all the time because it's been shout more than anybody else.
One of the new contributors to the book is Tast, who have embarked to share with their love for Catalonia, for its culture and its cuisine. They were recommended to Anna by another contributor, and this is the kind of relationship that she has strived to gain with all the chefs involved.
The first one was our either fourth or fifth book in our Get Stuck In series of regional books, and the second one is our 35th book. So we've learned along the way to kind of sharpen things, and it's also made me be a bit more experimental with the type of people that I approach. So rather than just having restaurants, cafes, I've got smaller producers, I've got markets, I've got pop-up supper clubs, people who are doing something a little bit different. So all the way through our books are always changing and improving.
Very good idea that the guests, they can bring home a little test of taste, so they can reproduce and remake the dish that you can try in the restaurant. So it's quite unique recipe. So it's been remade, retwisted inside of here in the restaurant. So it's something unique that the people, they can take home as an experience.
Super nice. In the end, it's a traditional Catalan recipe. So we just reinterpret it and do it funnier for the people.
Bronnie Jones, That's TV.